Good morning. It's coffee time. So here's one that I'm working through right now. This is a tough one. Understanding that different doesn't mean or necessarily mean wrong. Now, I watched this video. I follow Alan Watts' Wisdom, which, if you don't know, Alan Watts is a famous philosopher from England. And there's a page that will do little clips of some of his stuff. And one is about polar opposites. So there's sometimes you meet somebody that seems like the polar opposite of you, and those are usually the people that you don't understand how they could think the way they think. How could you not agree with me? But some of their differences, it seems that it's wrong. Like, for example, if there's something that you're doing that I find to be disrespectful, I'm probably gonna have some strong feelings towards that. There's this, I guess I'll just give an example. Somebody had spit gum in someone's yard, and it was someone else's yard, and I didn't like that, and I said something about it, and they were just like, it's not my problem. And my first reaction was, I want to punch you in the mouth right now. Man, I was angry. And I put a lot of thought into this. And then I see this video about the polar opposites. Like, you have the North Pole and the South Pole. And there's opposites like a magnet. And if you have like a stick that's a magnet, this is north, this is south, and you cut part of the north off, well, it's still north, it's still north, it's still north, it's still north, and the same thing with south. Like, no matter what you take off, it's still going to be north and south. It's like it's always necessary to have those opposites. Same as a coin. You have a heads and a tails. They are different, completely different, but they go together and they are one whole. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm getting it. Like, I get that just because something's different doesn't necessarily make it wrong. So that means inevitably I'm creating right and wrong for whatever circumstance. And if it's something that's fundamental to me, or a principle that I hold strongly, then it's hard to not see that as right or wrong. But once again, is it possible that it's just that different and part of a necessary thing to make whole? That's a tough one, because there's some things that just seem wrong to me. I don't know. I'm working through that right now, understanding that different isn't bad. Different is different. I think it's helping me. I still have some work on this to do to fully understand how some of those differences are just different, not wrong. I feel challenged by some people in that regard, so I don't know. What do you think?